At what age did you guys start playing?
I started drumming when I was 15. I've been playing for like 11 years now. So I taught myself, but I started when I was 15. I kind of just gravitated to the drums. I played saxophone when I was younger, and I played piano when I was real little, and different instruments, but I never really clicked with anything. And the drums I just kind of picked up on my own. I just kind of naturally gravitated to them. I don't really know why, but I just was intrigued, and I was just like, I just want to play drums, and the rest is history. I started when I was 15.
I started guitar when I was 10 or 11. I played piano when I was 5. And Slash was my biggest idol.
Cool.
You started playing guitar around like 5th grade? However old you are around that? 10, something around that, yeah. I had a guitar since I was young, and then down the line I finally learned to pick it up and give it a shot. Yeah.
I started doing vocals like whenever I was like 14, 15. But I got into music, like playing classical music, like playing clarinet. But yeah.
Cool. What guitar do you prefer to play?
I like the Legators that I've had now. I'm using the P series, which is some of the newer line, I believe. It's really comfortable. I like the fan frets, and it holds tune really well.
Cool.
I have a Jackson endorsement, and they're definitely by far my favorite guitar I've ever used. They're extremely solid, and it feels like I could try to smash them on the ground. They wouldn't break. Like they feel real sick. They're like real solid guitars.
Cool.
They stay in tune real well, and they sound sick.
Cool. Who are some inspiring artists for you guys, guitar-wise and vocals and drums?
Inspiring drummer. Yeah.
Me, Joey Jordison was the first drummer that ever got me into metal. I used the Joey Jordison kit. I used the Joey Jordison snare. There's just so many drummers, I can't even list them all. Annika Nils, Dave Weckl, Thomas Pridgeon. There's just like so many. Matt Garska. It's just, I like more groove than, Ken Badine, he's an amazing death metal drummer, aborted. We toured with him last year. I got to see him play like side stage every night. That was such a privilege. Mike Portnoy was a big one. He was more progressive. That was more back in the day when I was younger, getting into more different genres of music and drumming and stuff, and Mike Portnoy was a huge influence for me. There's just so many, like I can't even list them all. Hans Grossman, George Callias, like there's just so many great ones. So it's too many to count.
Guitar for me personally ranges everywhere from Deftones to Viart to Contortionist, Periphery. A whole bunch of different genres just kind of melded. Yeah.
Big inspiration for me, I'd have to say that Whitechapel, Phil Bozeman was probably like one of the monumental guys in metal that probably like directed me, influence wise, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Cool, man.
Bands for me, like, I'd say some of my biggest influences are like, probably like Aborted, Alan Camp, but also stuff like Different Autopsy and Gojira for writing. We all like a lot of different kinds of music. Stuff for Cowboy, for sure, too. Because we listen to so much different shit, so like it all like comes together and makes this shit storm.
Yeah.
The cesspool of ignorance.
Written and performed by people.
What's one of your guys' like most memorable tours?
Japan.
Definitely Japan. I feel like that's pretty much unanimous.
Yeah.
Japan was awesome. That's something that will never, and nothing in the U.S. will ever come close to that. I mean, the U.S. is cool. U.S. is cool, but like Japan was next level. Like that's just simple as that. It was legendary.
In my life.
Yeah, it was just everything about it and every aspect and every way was absolutely incredible.
So peaceful, and like the level of respect for everything was just different.
I'd go there anytime.
Yeah, really when you go over there.
grade.
Cool. Can we expect a new album soon, or?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming in a couple months. We tracked the new album right after this tour, so we're just working on it.
Later this year.
Yeah, later this year, probably like fall.
We'll be hyping it.
What's the name of it?
I don't know if we could disclose that yet.
Okay, cool.
Do we have a name?
We've been working on it. We have a couple.
We haven't.
Couldn't remember what we decided yet or not.
Cool.
It's not official.
How did you guys come up with the name Signs of the Swarm?
By sitting in fast food restaurants and going through a list of them. Basically, it started. Where did it start? It started with one of those like Annabelle movies. You remember those?
Yeah.
And then it went from like the Annabelle seance to Swarm the Seance, and then Signs of the Swarm. Yeah. There's no real like cool story behind it. It was just like a list of names that we finally got down to this
The
one.
least shitty name.
Basically, yeah. It still doesn't make much sense, but it sounds cool. Logo looks neat.
Cool. What was your guys' first concerts as like a kid or like teenagers or whatnot? Like you guys attended?
My very first metal concert was Motionless in White. They had a local Halloween show that they were putting on. They're from my area, so that was like my first metal show that I ever went to. It was Motionless in White. They all dressed up in Slipknot masks.
Cool.
I met Chris Motionless. He was pretty cool.
My first show was Creed. First metal show. Even though Creed are super brutal. Fuck. They tried to get like a first heavy show I went to. I don't know. I've been to so many shows.
Right.
That's hard to remember. Probably one of the first like actually like heavy shows I went to was like. I Declare War, like way fucking something like that.
My first concert was Ted Nugent, I think. But the first metal show was one of the Mayhem Fest years. I think it might have been like 2013, 14? Sounds right, yeah. That was cool. I think Upon a Burning Body, Whitechapel, Five Finger Death Punch was there.
Awesome.
What's up, Bob?
I didn't know this was
First concert, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My first concert that I ever went to was a Russell Root Festival. But my first metal show was at this venue called the BCA, and I was to see You Next Tuesday with his band Harlequin's Voice. I don't think that they're around anymore. But it was like just like a straight grindcore show, and it fucking was next level to me. So and that's what kind of just brought me into it.
so bad.
First metal show I went to, I remember it now. It was like Under Oath and Devil Wears Prada. And like it was Sleeping Crack. So that was like 2010.
What was the first metal album you guys bought?
Versus Slipknot. That changed my fucking life.
I don't
Slipknot.
even know. I think The Great Misdirect I got for my birthday from Between the Buried and Me. I think that was one of the first metal albums. Yeah, and I think either, I don't know if it was before or after that, I think I got Doom from Job for a Cowboy. I remember I got that at my local record store, and I just thought it looked sick as fuck. And I was like, what the hell is this? And I just heard kids that I went to high school with talked about Job for a Cowboy, and I was just getting into like drumming then, and they're just like, oh, that band will rip your face off. Like, listen to Job for a Cowboy. And I thought the name was kind of goofy, and I was just like, all right, I'll check it out. And I went, and I just
Little
saw
did you know.
Yeah, I just saw the album there, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I thought it was interesting, and I bought it. It was only like $6, and I got it. And I remember I was like driving home with my mom, and I put it in. And that first song came on with the girl screaming, and my mom was like, what the hell is this? I was like, this is fucking awesome! Turn that shit up, don't touch the volume, Mom!
When I was like 10, my buddy and I both wanted this Breaking Benjamin CD really bad, so bad that we went half on it, like we shared it. It was Phobia. No, it was We're Not Alone Here.
Yeah.
Phobia
Phobia was my
Phobia's
first Breaking
fantastic.
Benjamin album.
That album's fantastic.
What's the Hate Breed album with the Threshold on it?
The one with the flames on the front and all that?
I think
No, that's
so.
not Threshold. That's the Born to Believe fighting.
Whatever that was my first metal album I ever bought. I like forced myself to listen to that song on repeat until I liked it. And then I bought the album, yeah.
Like, I want to be brutal.
And yeah, my friend's brother listened to it, and I was like, I think that's cool, but I just don't like it yet.
Supremacy.
Supremacy, yeah.
I want to say like the first like metal album I ever bought, and like actually owned a physical copy because like of like online streaming. But I'd have to say I think it's the Emir album, Goodbye to the Gallows. I think that was my first like metal album I actually like purchased and owned like a hard physical copy. But I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah, I think that was it.
You were a final answer, David.
No, I think that one. I kept wanting to say
All that's gonna be cut down
Dance
to
Club
fucking-
Massacre, the album
That-
Goodbye to the Gallows.
Goodbye to the
I don't remember which one was
Gallows.
first. You know what I mean? Because like I was going through like the grindcore era, like as like the whole like hardcore-ish era was like coming in at the same time. I don't know.
Just call them your hardcore.
They were back then. Take that out again.
Cut that out. Timestamp.
And do you guys have anything else planned for the rest of 2019 and 2020?
2019,
We have a lot of plans coming for this year. Like,
some stuff that isn't announced.
yeah, we have stuff that's not announced.
Plenty
We're-
of videos, music, tours. A busy year. Yeah, it's just none of it's officially announced yet or anything, but yeah.
All right. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you guys for the interview.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
thanks.
absolutely, man.
Cool.